So in matrix operation, we have this notation R2, R1, R2. So I just want to explain this here. We're going to perform the row operations. So that's one of the objectives, is that you can perform row operations, and it's no different than what you've already done in the past with solving systems of linear equations. Anyway, it's just a matter of kind of getting used to this notation. So here we have row 1, this is row 1, this is row 2, and lowercase r's, but the capital R, what you'll see is that would be the new row. So there are different row operations on a matrix that you can use to solve systems of equations, and the basic three operations there's a nice little list of them in the book. You can interchange any two rows. So two rows, you can interchange them. You can replace a row by a non-zero multiple of that row. Like you can multiply a row 1 by some constant, or you can multiply row 2 by a constant or whatever. And the third one is you can replace a row by the sum of that row and a constant non-zero multiple of another row. So like you can take like this right here. You can multiply row 1 by 4. That's what we're going to do here. And then we're going to add that to row 2, and then we're going to replace row 2 with that new thing. So let's do that. So we're going to rewrite row 1, 1, 5, and 12. And then we're going to multiply row 1 by 4. And so if we multiply row 1 by 4, let's write that right above here. So we're going to 4 times 1 is 4, 4 times 5 is 20, and then 4 times 12 is 48. And we're going to add those numbers to row 2, and we're going to replace row 2 with that. And so that's why we have a capital R2. That's a new row 2. So when we add 4 to negative 4, we get 0. When we add 20 to 8, we get 28. And when we add 48 to negative 7, we get 41. So that becomes our new matrix. So basically a multiple constant times row 1 and plus row 2. So these are the three basic row operations that we can use to make our new matrix simpler and then easier to solve. So that's what we want to try to do, is we want to try to eliminate a variable, and that's basically what we just did. We eliminated the first entry in the second row, so then we would be able to, we don't have to do this now, but we would be able to say, okay, 28y is equal to 41. So that's how we would do it. And then we would solve for y, we would replace it in the other equation, solve for x. We're not going to do that. All we were asked to do is to perform the row operation. So that's it. So that's performing the row operation. So let's see how it works in the next one. Maybe pause the video and try this one on your own. It looks like we're going to only be changing rows 3 and 4. So we're going to go ahead and rewrite row 1. 1, 1, negative 1, 1, and 4. We're going to rewrite row 2, 0, negative 4, 5, negative 3, and 0. Now our new row 3 is going to be negative 3 times row 1, and negative 3 times row 1 is going to be, let's do that over here. Negative 3 times row 1 would be negative 3, negative 3, 3, and then negative 3, so negative 3, and then negative 3 times 4 is negative 12. So that's negative 3 times row 1 right there. Okay. Now we're going to add that to row 3, and our new row 3 is going to be this row plus this row. And so it's nice to have the numbers lined up, but we're going to write these like this. We're going to write a negative 3, negative 3. It's much easier when they're lined up. Negative 3 and then negative 12. Okay, so we're going to add these two together. So when we add negative 3 row 1 plus row 3, we get negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Negative 3 plus 0 is negative 3. 3 minus 4 is negative 1. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6. And negative 12 plus 1 is negative 11. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to multiply row 1 by 4, and we're going to add that to row 4. So when we multiply row 1 by 4, and let's write that right under here. I should have done that before for the row 3. 4 times row 1 is 4, 4, negative 4, 4, and 16. And we're going to add these two together, and that will become our new row 4. So negative 5 plus 4 is negative 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 0 minus 4 is negative 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. Negative 2 plus 16 is 14. So that becomes our brand new matrix that we performed, that we got by performing the two row operations that are listed there. And that's how we do that kind of a problem.